and get started. Welcome, my friends. So excited to have you. So grateful to have you. This is just like a little low for me, so I'm gonna squat. But so excited to be here with you guys this morning. Quick little note, if you guys have any questions throughout class, it is, not super formal, like we're all friends here and this is a class setting. So feel free to unmute, ask any questions if you have them. Otherwise, for class today, if you have blocks, great. If you have a strap, great. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and get set up in child's pose, back of the mat. Feel free to take your time making your way there and really ask yourself if knees together or knees apart would feel more therapeutic, nourishing, more restorative for your body this morning. Maybe knees together to support the lower lumbar spine, or knees apart to get a deep stretch through the hips. You can reach the arms up overhead towards the top of the mat or take them down by the sides. And then feel for softening into the shoulders. We'll start off just by connecting with our breath, settling into a little bit of stillness. Noticing the sensation of the mat underneath you, the texture of the mat, the temperature of the mat. Is it cool? Is it hot? Maybe noticing any sounds in the room. Noticing the temperature of the air around you and any light that may be around you. Oftentimes with these home classes, what I will hear and experience is like, there's so many distractions. It's hard to tap in, but this is where everything that's happening around us can instead be part of our experience. Instead of being a distraction, it can be part of what grounds us, keeps us present. Noticing sensations and what's happening around us helps us to tap into this present moment right now. And then as we're drawn to these different sensations around the room, just a gentle reminder to also draw back into your breath. We'll start off with a couple of guided deep breaths together, wherever you are in relationship to your breath. Take a full exhale, empty the lungs, draw the low belly in, feel for softening into the shoulders, relaxing the hips. Start to take a deep breath in through the nose and let the belly be heavy, either between or against the legs. It fills up, expands, the ribs open up. As you find the top of your inhale, open up the mouth, take a big sigh out of the mouth, release, let it go. Two more times, draw a deep, full, expansive breath in, big inhale to prepare. Open up the mouth, big sigh, release, let it go. And one more time on your own. Your deepest, your most intentional and nourishing breath of the day. Really working to find the top of your inhale. It's like a wave that rises, finds the top of its peak, and then letting the wave crash and release as you exhale, full sigh, let it go. As you feel called to, begin to gaze forward at your fingertips. Begin to push into the tops of the feet, round through the back. As you inhale, shift forward into like a cat or rounded back position. Push into the hands, shoulders sort of stack over the wrists. Maybe they're slightly back. And then exhale, push the hips back. A few more times just like that. As you inhale, push into the feet, shift forward, round through the back, protract through the shoulders. Exhale, take it back. And one more time, inhale, push forward, pause for a second, hold it here, and then start to extend the legs. Let the hips drop down into a back bend of choice. This is where, if the knees aren't already wide, you might want to take them wide to take a little bit of pressure off your back. As we inhale, we'll push into the knees, bring the big toes to touch. And then as we exhale, we'll push the hips back into our child's pose. Follow that momentum like an ocean wave. Inhale, shift forward, shift weight into your hands. Exhale, let the hips drop down into a back bend of choice. Push into the hands. Inhale, start to shift back. Bring big toes to touch. And exhale, push into the hands, shift it back. Feel free to take it at your own pace. You can slow it down, speed it up. You can hold one position or the other. We'll do one more collective one together, though. As you exhale, pushing the hips back, opening up through them in your child's pose. And as you inhale, slowly coming forward, and exhale, let the hips descend down into a back bend of choice. Option one, stay here in the seal pose back bend. Option two, drop it down to the forearms for a Sphinx pose. It's super early in our practice, so do what feels best on your back. Either push into the hands or push into the forearms to draw shoulders away from the ears, and then roll up the head and neck. If there's any areas that feel a little sticky, Feel free to pause there, give it a moment of extra love, and work to get both directions with your circles, balancing it out. Now make your way all the way down to your belly. Zip your legs up together if you haven't already. We'll start with a quad stretch. Left hand can stay on the mat and make a little pillow for your forehead. Bend into the right knee. Reach back with your right hand. Catch onto the foot or ankle. Draw the heel towards the butt and then squeeze your glute a lot. So as you squeeze your glute, you're going to tuck the tailbone, help to create length through the quad. And as you draw the heel towards the butt, you'll find a deeper stretch. If you want to go for a different expression with this arm, thinking elbow up, grabbing for the tops of the feet, you totally can. But we're still warming up, going nice and gentle on our body to start. Draw belly down towards the mat, soften into the expression. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release the grip on the right foot, but keep the right knee bent. Shoulder pigeon left side. Left arm will come out to the left, right hand next to the face. Push into the right hand, roll yourself onto the left shoulder. Maybe the right foot steps behind the left, maybe it doesn't. Either way, totally great. But try to lengthen through the low back. So you're lengthening through the lower lumbar spine, creating space there, and really also twisting through the spine as you roll yourself onto the left shoulder and relax left ear down towards the mat. Begin to shift forward, push into your right hand a little bit, and bring the right foot in front of the left thigh. The right toes are going to point away from the body. Now push into your right hand to lift up and bring the left hand down to the mat. Left hand will walk top left corner of the mat. Allow yourself to sink into this left shoulder. You can use your right hand to gently guide right knee away from the body. So thinking about creating length through the right side of your neck, gently opening up through the right hip and sinking into the left shoulder. So you stretch left side of the body, the ribs open up here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Horizon lunge. Roll back on the sole of the right foot. Push into the left hand. If you want to reset the hand closer or further away from the body, feel free. But otherwise, you're going to push into the right foot to lift the left knee off the mat. So you're kind of in a side plank, but the right foot is in front. Right hand behind the head. As you inhale, draw the right elbow up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, twist through the spine. Right elbow will come down towards the mat. A few more times. Inhale, right elbow up. Exhale, release down. Draw low belly in. And one more time, inhale, right elbow up. And exhale, release down. Plant both hands on the mat and just step it back to a high plank. So push into the feet, reset the hips, they square off towards the mat. Spread through the fingers and choose if you want to stay off the knees here, if you want to drop the knees down. Either way, totally fine. But really engage shoulders. So push into the mat, protract through the shoulders. You're creating more space between your chest and the mat underneath you. And then pike the hips high, downward facing dog. Take a few moments to make this feel good. You can pedal the feet out. You can shake the hips a little bit side to side. Shake the head out yes and no, or take some big expressive sighs out of the mouth. By the way, one little thing I didn't mention in my intro was if you guys can't hear me at any point, please let me know. But otherwise, if you have any other questions, also please let me know. When you're ready, inhale, lift the heels up, one vertebrae at a time, roll forward, high plank, push into the hands, finding some engagement in the finger pads as you shift. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, pike the hips high, downward facing dog. 2 more times, inhale, heels up, thinking your spine is like an ocean wave. It's moving slowly, it's unfurling. And as you exhale, the wave is crashing and releasing, pike the hips up, down dog. One more time, inhale, shift forward. Shoulders eventually will stack over the wrist. Squeeze your bum, lift the kneecaps. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Start to shift forward, find a high plank. Knees up or down. We'll bend into the elbows, lower slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to your belly. We'll switch for side 2. Right hand can come. She'll make a little pillow for the forehead. So palm planting on the mat. Bend into the left leg. Catch onto the left foot or ankle, and then find your quad stretch. Squeeze into the left glute a lot. And also think for keeping the right foot active. So we're pointing or we're flexing the foot. I like to point it here so the foot can be flush against the mat, but the right leg also stays engaged here. The whole body is active, creating this internal resistance. When you're ready, shoulder pigeon right side, release the grip on the left foot, left hand next to the face, right hand will reach out, roll yourself onto your right side. Feeling for tucking the tailbone. Really, what that means is like, think about bringing your belly button to your spine. It's really easy to arch the back here, instead, eliminating that arch and surrendering right ear down towards the mat, not holding it up. Each passing breath, noticing those little points of tension, whether it's in the left glute, the leg, the head, and allowing ourselves to surrender to gravity. Start to roll yourself onto the left hand a little bit. Bring the left foot forward. I'm going to flip so you guys can see opposite direction. Left foot will step forward, toes point away from the body. Push into the left hand and then set your right hand on the mat. Right hand will walk top right corner of the mat, sink into the shoulder, release right ear towards the right shoulder, and then the left hand can gently guide left knee away from the body. Just very gentle opening through the hip to start. Feeling for this expansion through the right side of the body, draw the right rib cage down towards the mat and feel it open up and pull apart. Your ribs are like opening like the gills of a fish. They expand and extend. Horizon lunge, roll back on the sole of the left foot. Feel free to reset the right hand if you want. Push into the left foot and then lift bottom knee off the mat. Left hand behind the head, take a big inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow will come down, twisting through the spine. Two more times, inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow down. And one more time, inhale, elbow up. And exhale, elbow down. Plant the hands, step it back, find a high plank. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, pike the hips up, downward facing dog. This time, lift the right leg, bend the knees, stack the hip. Option to stay here or find any movement if you want to draw circles with the ankle, the knee. Softening left heel down towards the mat, finding length through the entire backside of the left leg. Now keep the right knee bent, bring it in knee to nose, and cross for a figure four down dog. So flex into the right foot, cross right ankle over the left thigh, push into the hands, and bend into the left knee, getting this big stretch and opening through right side of the hip. You can be high off the ball of the left heel here, so you can really push the chest closer to the right shin. We'll release and switch, right foot down to the mat, left leg big, inhale, lift it up. Bend the knees, stack the hip, and then feel free to stay here or find movement. Draw circles. Maybe the most interesting thing you can do is just hold, focus on your breath. Notice where it travels in the body, or maybe that dynamic movement helps you to open up and soften into the posture. Figure four down dog. Left knee will come to nose, flex into the foot, cross the ankle over the right thigh, push into the hands. Draw left knee towards the back of the mat, push your chest closer to the shin. Last 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog, step the left foot back. Begin to gaze to the top of the mat and then walk the feet gently to the top of the mat. Ragdoll forward fold, grab opposite elbows, take a moment, sway a little bit side to side. If you want to find any other forward fold position, feel free. Maybe take a moment, roll your wrists out, shake the head side to side. Feet can either be hips width distance apart or touching. Push into the feet one vertebrae at a time, rise to stand. As you do, the head and neck will stack last. Take a big inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, gently guide the hands down through heart center. Great. Sun A, big inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Maybe a very gentle back bend, just thinking shoulders back, hips slightly forward. And exhale, hinge from the hips, dive it down, forward fold. Compress in like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, upper body to lower body. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway, draw shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, plant the hand, step it back, find a high plank. We're going to lower slow. So start to bend into the elbows, knees up or down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Locust pose. Option 1, point the toes. Fingers can stay on the mat, but very little weight in the fingers like a baby grasshopper. Or you can reach the arms back behind you, holding 5. Palms face up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands however you want to get there, down dog. So knees can be on the mat. You can shift back to a child's pose, or you can push yourself up, high plank position, and pike the hips high, downward facing dog. Take a full deep breath, down dog. Big inhale to push into the hands, and full exhale to soften heels down towards the mat. Gaze to the top of the mat. Travel there. You can step, you can jump top of the mat. As you inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Let the sit bones expand. And exhale, release the weight of the head. Forward fold, the head is heavy. Push into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up, maybe a gentle back bend. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. Again, big inhale, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hasta. Exhale, draw low belly in as you hinge, forward fold, take it down. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway, draw shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, plant hands, step it back, high plank. Lower slow, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby grasshopper or locust, hold 5. Engage the upper back, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push into the hands, pike the hips high. Downward facing dog is where we're meeting. Take another breath to reset. Push into the hands, soften the heels, and then gaze to the top of the mat. Put a soften in the knees, travel to the top of the mat, however you want to get there. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, head heavy, forward folds. Push into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Just one more time. Big inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge from the hips, dive it down, forward fold, head heavy. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant hands, step it back, high plank. Lower slow, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ground down through the hip points, point the toes, lift off the mat, resist gravity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push into the hands, make your way back to your downward facing dog, and take a second to reset here. Gaze to the top of the mat, soft bend in the knees, travel to the top of the mat, however you want to get there. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward folds. Push into the feet. Inhale, chair pose. We're going to pause, hold in our chair pose for a few deep breaths. Squeeze inner thighs towards one another. Slight tug of the tailbone, draw the low belly in, and turn the pinky slightly in as well. Feeling forward, shifting the weight into your heels, and as you do, maybe even picking up the toes. 3, 2, take a deep breath. Exhale, hinge from the hips. 1. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway, draw shoulders away from the ears. This time as you exhale, chaturanga of choice. So you can step back, take it through that chaturanga where we resist gravity in a locust. You could also take it through any back one of choice. You can jump back. Eventually we'll meet in down dog when you're ready. Taking a breath to reset. Sun B, inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step the right foot through, warrior 1. Push into the right heel to rise up. Also push into the knife blade edge of the left foot to draw the left hip more forward. Big inhale to reach through the fingertips, lengthening through the waist and the spine. And as you exhale, hinge and sweep, send the arms back. This time, palms are going to face down. Draw the pinkies up towards the ceiling and then towards one another. So you're engaging the upper back. Also feel for continuing to pull the left hip forward as you're here, noticing if over time the right hip starts to pull forward. Push into the right foot to the side of the mat. Inhale, star pose. Open up, take up some space on your mat. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, take it down, forward fold. Any variation of your choice here, yogi's choice. So if you want to grab opposite elbows, feel free. Could also bend into alternating knees. Maybe you just hold it, focusing on the intent of finding stillness, noticing where the breath travels in the body, what expands, what contracts, or maybe coming back to noticing what's happening around us and how that adds to our experience. Use your next inhale, lift, lengthen halfway, draw shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, turn back to the front of the mat. So turn all 10 toes to the front. Walk the left foot more to the left, put a soft bend in the right knee and bump the right foot up. So we're meeting in a forward fold. The feet are about mat's width distance this time. So we're at the top of the mat. Right hand will plant, center of the mat. Left hand will lift, big exhale, twist open to the left side of the room. Pushing into the bottom right hand to facilitate the twist, gazing up or down. Use your next exhale, left arm will thread through, eagle wrap with the arms, left elbow under, right elbow on top. Find a forward fold, lengthen through both legs. So you're taking the bend out of the right knee, or you have a soft bend in both knees, but just keeping it uniform each side. Push into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hips go forward. Squeeze the glutes. Very gentle back bend. Draw the beak up. And exhale, hinge from the hips. Beak down, forward fold. Few more times just like that. Push into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hips forward. Gentle back bend. Squeeze your bum. Exhale, take it down. And one more time, inhale, rise all the way up. Find a gentle back bend. Instead of taking a forward fold, this time reset the spine. Keep the spine neutral, tuck your tailbone, squeeze into your glutes and press into your heels. Draw a big circle, starting by taking it to the right. So lean to the right, release the beak, your upper body down towards the mat. Take it to the left, and then rise all the way up. When you come back through center, let's switch opposite direction. Take the beak to the left, release it down towards your left foot, take it through center, to the right, and up. We'll go one more time each side. To the right, release it down, to the left, and up. And one last time to the left, release down, big circle, make your way up. Now release your eagle wrap. Take a big inhale. Both arms come up overhead. As you exhale, settle into your malasana. Heels in, toes out, bend into the knees, draw the knees away from one another. Press into the outer blades of the feet, using the strength of the glutes to draw the knees away from one another. And find any movement that you need here to make this feel good, whether that's wiggling a little bit side to side. You could pike the hips up, lower back down. You could always stay a little bit more upright, more of an active malasana. Release the hands down to the mat. Step back, find a high plank. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, chaturanga of choice. Bend into the elbows. Inhale through any back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pike the hips high. Side two, inhale, lift the left leg. Point or flex the toes. Just keep it active. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step the left foot through, warrior one. Push into the left heel. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring the right hip slightly forward to engage your right leg. That's really what we want to feel. Lift the right kneecap. Squeeze your right glute. Tuck your tailbone and then bend deeply into the left knee. A big inhale to reach and an exhale to sweep. Hinge from the hips. Crown of the head reaching towards the front of the room. Engage the triceps and the upper back as pinkies draw up towards the ceiling and then towards one another. So you're pinching the scapula towards one another. Push into the left heel. Inhale, rise, open up to the side of your mat. Start pose, big expansive reach. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, take it down, forward fold. Yogi's choice, any expression of your choice here. Bend into alternating knees, rock a little bit forward and back. Tip the weight slightly into your toes. Maybe take a big sigh out of the mouth. Use your next inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Turn the toes to the front of the room and then shimmy or heel toe, left foot more to the left. The right foot will bump up, meeting in a wide stance. Left hand will come center of the mat, bend into the left knee. As you exhale, right hand will lift, twisting open to the right side of your mat. Spread through the bottom fingers, push into the bottom hand. And also think about these top fingers. Sometimes we're so focused on the stabilizing arm that the top arm will be like totally limp. Really reach through the top arm. Eagle wrap, right arm will reach underneath. So the right elbow is coming underneath the left. Find your eagle crossing. Straighten out into both legs and then push into the feet. Inhale, hips come forward. Find your back bend, maybe taking it just a little bit deeper this time, but also keeping it feeling like good and nourishing, not the kind of back bend that takes your breath away. As you exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Two more times. Inhale, hips go forward. Beak goes up, squeeze into the glutes. Exhale, take it down, forward fold. And one more time, push into the feet. Inhale, rise up, find a gentle back bend. Instead of a forward fold, this time we're going to reset the spine and then draw those circles. Starting by taking the beak to the left, releasing it down to the left foot, through center, right, and back up. And then we'll switch opposite direction to the right toe, down through center, and up. Two more times each direction. Really one more time each direction, which is 2 times total. Make your way back up and feel free to take it at your own pace. But if you're going with me, one more big circle. Push into the feet to rise back up through center. Big inhale, release the arms, take the arms up overhead. As you exhale, Malasana, heels and toes out, bend into the knees. Maybe you focus on a really, really active Malasana with the legs first. That's what I would encourage. Push into the outer blades of the feet, draw knees away from one another using the strength of the glutes. And then once you have that engagement, use the elbows just as a little cherry on top to guide the knees away. So we're not relying on a lot of force through our elbows to push our knees away from one another. It's really our legs that are doing the work. Start to plant the hands on the mat. You can step or jump back. Take it through a chaturanga of choice, eventually meeting in downward facing dog when you're ready. We'll take that through a little bit more breath to movement. Gaze to the top of the mat, put a soft bend into the knees. When you're ready, travel to the top of the mat, however you want to get there. Inhale, start with a halfway lift. Draw shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head reaches to the top of the mat. And as you exhale forward, fold, let the head be heavy. Now inhale, chair pose, bend into the knees, squeeze inner thighs towards one another, arms reach up, hold 3, 2, take a deep breath. Exhale, forward fold 1, hinge from the hips, head is heavy. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway again. As you exhale, plant hands on the mat, take it through a chaturanga or skip, eventually meeting in down dog as you're called to. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Bring it in, knee to nose. Step the right foot through. Inhale, warrior 1. Push into the right heel, rise up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, sweep, crown of the head reaches forward. Inhale, push into the right foot, star pose, open up, take up some space on your mat. And exhale, hinge from the hips, wide leg forward fold, upper body down. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, walk all 10 toes to face the front of the mat and walk the right foot to the right. Bump the left foot up, take a big inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, forward folds. Plant right hand center of the mat, bend into the right knee. Next exhale, left hand will lift up. Twist left elbow underneath the right, straighten out the legs. Push into both feet, inhale, rise up, gentle back bends. Take it down, forward folds. This time, instead of the circles, just release the beak. Inhale, heels and toes out. Exhale, bend into the knees, Malasana Yogi Squat. Plant the hands on the mat, step or jump back, take it through a chaturanga, eventually meeting in down dog as you're ready. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through, inhale, warrior 1, push into the left heel, rise. Exhale, hinge from the hips, crown of the head reaches forward, arms go back. Push into the left heel, inhale, rise up, star pose, side of the room. Exhale, take it down, hinge from the hips, head heavy, wide leg forward folds. Now inhale, lift halfway, turn the toes to face the front of the room and step or shimmy left foot out a little bit. Bump the right foot up, and then we'll start with an inhale, lift halfway, lengthen through the spine. So folding with a flat back, or as much as we can, because naturally it'll round a little bit as we start to fold. Plant the left hand center of the mat. Right arm will reach, big twist. Maybe you bend to the left leg. And eagle wrap. Right arm will reach under. Push into the feet, 2 straight legs. Inhale, rise up, gentle back bend, beak up. Exhale, release, forward fold, beak down. Release the eagle wrap, heels and toes out. Exhale, bend knees, yogi squat, sit low. Plant the hands on the mat, step or jump back, take it through a chaturanga or just skip it. Hike the hips high, meet in your downward facing dog, and then hold your downward facing dog. 2 to 3 deep breaths to reconnect with your breath here. Saying if your breath is calm, choppy, one isn't better or worse, just sensation, just a cue telling us when it's time to push or protect our energy, when it's time to use the vitality of the breath or draw back and reconnect with the breath. We'll take one more breath together in downward facing dog. Big inhale. Opportunity, big exhale out of the mouth. Release some heat. I don't know about you guys, but my house is so hot right now. This might as well be hot yoga. It's like a sauna in here. Maybe went a little overzealous with the heaters.
Gaze to the top of the mat, travel there however you want to get there, step or hop. Shimmy the feet to touch, inhale, chair pose, hold it. Squeeze inner thighs towards one another. Find your variation with the arms. So arms can reach up overhead. You can also take the hands to heart center. You could take the hands to the hips. Hands to the hips, I find helps me focus on like how my pelvis is tilting. You could take the hands to the hip bones and notice if you're arching through the back or if you're tucking the tailbone. And again, one isn't better or worse, but if you arch the back, a little bit more of a back bend. If you tuck the tailbone, you create a little bit more length in the low back. Helps to brace the core a bit as we're here, even as though it might make you sit up a little bit. So don't think depth is the most important part in your chair pose. Take a big inhale, reach through the fingertips. As you exhale, sweep the arms back, palms face down. Option one, stay here. Option two, lift the heels up off the mat. Find your focal point to look at your drishti. I know this can be quite intense to hold, but so great for strengthening our knees, our ankles, great for engaging our core and connecting with our breath. Slowly release the heels back down. Push into the right heel. As you inhale, single leg tadasana, the left knee will draw into the chest. So you're grounding down through the right foot. We're going to make our way into an eagle pose. The left leg will go over, the left arm will go under. I like to set up the arms first. So I would set up left elbow underneath. And then when you're ready, take the left leg up and over. Option one, stay here. Option two, compress your eagle. Start to get small. Bring the elbows to the knees. Find rounding through the back as if you're in cat pose. 3, 2, and 1. Once elbows meet the knees, kick it back, eagle 3. Keep the arms. You'll unwind the top leg. Left leg will go back behind you. Try to turn the left hip more down. Point or flex the left toes. And again, find your drishti or focal point to gaze at. Last 3, 2, take a deep breath. Exhale, half moon. Release the arms, right hand down, left hand will reach up as you open the left hip on top of the right. Point or flex the left toes. I like to flex them here, and you want the toes to be pointing towards the side of the room. If you want to grab a block to your right hand, feel free. That's also totally great here. Take one more deep breath as you inhale, pushing into the bottom hand to create length through the top fingers and slowly release into a warrior two. Put a soft bend into the right knee first, then step back. Take a moment here to make any shimmies, any adjustments that may feel good. You can widen your stance. Maybe your foot landed somewhere kind of funky. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior as you're ready. Peel the top shoulder back, keep the deep bend into the right knee. And also notice here, if the knee starts to knock in, keep pressing into the outer blade of the right foot. Revolve low lunge, left hand will come down. Cartwheel your right hand up like a big expansive sweep and reach. You should also feel a little stretch in your outer right glute as you're here. Drop the left knee down, low lunge. Inhale, lift the chest, take the arms up overhead, melt the hips forward. And exhale, cactus arm back bend. Bend into the elbows. Draw the elbows back as if they were coming towards your back pocket. You're pinching your scapula together, feeling your upper back engaged. Another inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Release the cactus arm back bend. And exhale, side bend. Right hand, right hip. Exhale, left hand will reach up overhead. If you want to take the right hand down to the mat, feel free, but pause for a second here and notice if your left hip is pulling way back. Pull the left hip forward, the right hip back, create length through the spine and peel the top shoulder back. Half splits twist, lengthen through the right leg, left hand will plant down, exhale, right hand up. So lots of twists in different directions through the spine, helping to reset the spine. Every time we twist, we're essentially flushing out the spinal column with fresh spinal fluid. So it keeps our spine fluid, happy, healthy, mobile. Half splits, release the top arm. At least for this first expression, first round, we'll find a half splits to settle into. If you want to find any movement here, you can wiggle the big toe side to side. Feel how that adjusts the hips. You could also bend and extend into the leg if you're feeling tight on the right hamstring. Maybe take a few breaths as you inhale, really focusing on pulling crown of the head forward. As you exhale, softening upper body closer to the shin. Last 3, 2, and and one. As you inhale, lift, lengthen back into like a halfway lift in your half splits. And we'll open up to that twist. Left hand down, right hand will reach towards the ceiling. We're going to open up to a modified side plank. You'll keep the weight in your left hand. Gazing down will help your balance. Up will make it more challenging. The left foot will go out to the left and the right leg will sweep back behind you. Option one, you can stay here with the right leg lifted. Option two, you bend into the right knee, catch the outer blade of the foot, and then find a little back bend. As you kick into the hand, that's what creates extension through the spine, drawing the top shoulder back and release. Plant the hands on the mat, find a high plank, take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga of choice, eventually meeting in downward facing dog, or skipping your chaturanga and just meeting in downward facing dog. Gaze to the top of the mat, travel there however you want to get there. Step, hop. Inhale, chair pose, bend into the knees, lift the chest, take the arms up overhead. Just pausing to hold it for a few deep breaths, feeling the engagement of our quads, feeling the sit bones expand, engagement through the upper back. Last three. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sweep the hands back behind you, palms face down. Maybe stay here or lift the heels off the mat. Gazing down at the mat, or if you really want to test your balance, you can look up. Woo! Feel how amazing the ankles are. Drop the heels down to the mat. Inhale, rise up. This time it's the right knee that's pulling into the chest. The left leg is grounding down. Eagle on the left leg. The right arm will go under and the right leg will go over. So I would set up the arms first and then take the right leg up and over. Once you're here, squeeze everything towards your midline and either stay or compress for 3, elbow to knee, 2, and 1. Once elbows meet the knees, kick it back, eagle 3. You're keeping the eagle arms. The right leg is going back. Point or flex the right toes, turn the right hip more down. Last 3, 2, take a deep breath. Exhale, half moon. Left hand down, right hand up. Open right hip on top of the left. Point or flex the right toes. Create length and broaden across the collarbones. So you're reaching through the top arm. Remember that top hand isn't limp. It's engaged and active. Take a big, gentle step back. Warrior 2. Soften into the front knee first, then step back. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. If you may not make any shimmies while you're here, go for it. And exhale, revolve low lunge. Right hand down, left hand up. Pause for a second here. Feel a stretch on outer left glute. Draw the back of the right knee towards the ceiling, pushing into the bottom hand to twist through the spine. Drop the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, low lunge. Hips go forward, arms go up. I like to find a little bit of extension through the spine here. So thinking back bend, sternum up, squeezing into the right glute. And exhale, deepen that back bend as you cactus the arms. Pin shoulder blades towards one another. The heart is forward like an offering, reaching not only forward to the top of your mat, but towards the ceiling. Inhale, low lunge, big sweep with the arms again. And exhale, side bend. Left hand, left hip. Right hand will reach over to the left side of the mat. You can stay here or reach left hand outside of the left hip, taking it to a book, a block, the mat. I like to tent the fingers, take it to the mat. But notice if the right hip is pulling way back, keep pulling right hip forward and then peeling the top shoulder back. Release into a half splits twist. Lengthen through the left leg first. Right hand down, left hand up. Hips off by pulling the right hip slightly forward, flexing the left toes. Left toes will point up towards the ceiling. And either stay here or release left hand down for a half splits. We'll hold for a few additional breaths here. Maybe you shimmy a little bit side to side, up, down, forward, back. Feeling for creating length back of the left leg. So reach the arms more forward. Feel for creating length in the lower lumbar spine. We'll open up into that twist again. Right hand down. Exhale, left hand up. Now, gazing down will definitely help your balance. Up is going to make it a little bit more tricky if that's what you want this morning. Otherwise, we'll push into the right hand, take the right foot more to the right. So we're turning it out 45-degree angle and then kicking the left leg back. You can either stay here in this modified side plank position with the left leg lifted, or you can bend into the left leg, catch the outer blade of the foot, and then kick into the hand. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Plant the hands on the mat, find a high plank, take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga of choice, or skip it, eventually meeting in downward facing dog. We'll start to speed that up a little bit. Feel free to take it at your own pace, especially really for any class, but especially here. Take it at your own pace. This is your time. Gaze to the top of the mat, travel there. Shimmy inner thighs so they're touching. Use your next inhale, chair pose. Lift the chest. Exhale, chair sweep. Arms go back behind you, palms face down. Inhale, push into the right foot, rise up. Left knee will come into the chest. Eagle wrap, left arm under, left leg over. Stay here or compress for 3, 1. Inhale, eagle 3. Keep the arms, kick the left leg back behind you. Find engagement of the foot. Exhale, open up half moon. The right hand will come down towards the mat. Soften into the right knee first. Inhale, reverse warrior 2. Big gentle step back, reach up, reach back. Exhale, revolve low lunge, left hand down, right hand up, cartwheel the arms. Inhale, low lunge, drop the left knee, lift the chest, melt the hips forward, arms go up. Exhale, cactus arm back bend, bend into the elbows. Inhale again, low lunge, sweep the arms like a big circle up. Exhale, side bend to the right, right hand down, left hand reaches to the right. Inhale, straighten out the right leg. And exhale, splits twist. Left hand down, right hand up. Kick the left foot out, right leg will go back to the knee. Maybe you kick into the hands in a modified sugarcane. 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands down to the mat. Find a high plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, optional chaturanga of choice, or just pike the hips up. Make your way into your downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze top of mat. Exhale, travel there however you want to get there. Inhale, chair pose, bend into the knees, lift the chest, arms go up. Exhale, chair sweep. Maybe you lift the heels if you really want to. Inhale, heels down, arms up, left knee to chest. No, I lied. Right knee to chest. And eagle wrap. Right arm under, right leg over. Stay here or compress your eagle for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, kick it back. Eagle 3, right leg will kick back. Pointer flex the toe. Exhale, half moon, left side. Left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, reverse warrior 2. Big gentle step back. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, revolve low lunge. Right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, low lunge. Drop the right knee. Lift the chest. Take the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Find a back bend. Inhale again, low lunge. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Left hand down. Right hand reaches. Inhale to straighten out the left leg. And an exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Push into the right hand, take the left leg back. Stay here or find your back bend for 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands on the mat, find a high plank, take a deep breath in. Optional chaturanga or pike the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze top of mat, put a soft bend in the knees. Exhale, travel there however you want to get there. Inhale, chair pose, arms lift, hips low. Exhale, chair sweep, arms go back, palms face down. Inhale, left knee to chest, rise up. Exhale, eagle, left leg over, left leg under. Stay here or compress. 3. Eagle 3, left leg will go back, big inhale. Exhale, half moon, right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, reverse warrior 2, big step back, right hand reaches up and back. Exhale, revolve low lunge, left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, low lunge, drop the left knee, lift the chest, take both arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, find a back bend. Big circle, take the arms up overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, side bend, right hand down, left hand up, reaching it over to the right. Inhale, straighten out the right leg. Exhale, splits, twist, left hand down, right hand up. Push into the left hand, take the left foot to the left, right leg back. Stay here or find your back bend for 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands, high plank, deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze top of mat. Exhale, travel there, however you want to get there. Inhale, chair pose, hips low, arms up. Exhale, chair sweep, arms go back behind you. Inhale, rise up, right knee to chest. Eagle, right arm under, right leg over. Stay here, compress. 3, 1. Right leg will go back, big inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, half moon, left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, reverse warrior 2, big step back, left hand will reach to the back of the mat. Exhale, revolve low lunge, right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, drop the right knee, lift the chest, take the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the heart. Inhale, low lunge, take the arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left hand down, right hand reaches. Inhale to straighten out the left leg, plant the right hand. Exhale to twist, left hand will reach towards the ceiling. Take the left leg back, keep it lifted. Bend into the knee, kick into the hand for 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, high plank, deep breath in. Optional chaturanga or skip it. Eventually, we're going to meet either in down dog or child's pose. Asking yourself in this child's pose if knees together would feel more nourishing, restorative for your body, or if in down dog, feet together would feel more interesting. Maybe you take a wider stance. So many different ways to move, so many different variations. And sometimes we get so used to doing something a specific way every time that we forget that we have options. Lots of options. Opportunity to reset our breath, a couple of collective breaths together. Wherever you are in relationship to your breath, take a full exhale, empty the lungs, draw the low belly in. Deep breath in through the nose, fill up, expand, create length. Feel for creating length specifically through the spine. As you find the top of your inhale, open up the mouth, take a big sigh out, release, let it go. One more time, deep breath in, inhale, fill up. Exhale, big sigh, release, let it go. If you feel like staying in child's pose, down dog, or any other posture would be more sustaining and nourishing for you, feel free to stay there. Otherwise, we'll meet in downward facing dog with the intent for movement. One more time each side, and we'll also add on a little bit. So start to find your downward facing dog, plant the hands, pike the hips high, spread through the fingers. When you're ready, begin to gaze to the top of the mat, soft bend in the knees. Travel to the top of the mat however you want to get there. Inhale, chair pose, bend into the knees, hips low, arms go up. Exhale, chair sweep, arms go back. Maybe the heels lift. Just one more time each side. Inhale, drop the heels down, take the arms up. Left knee will draw into the chest. As you exhale, eagle, left arm under, left leg over. Stay here, compress your eagle for 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Kick it back as usual, step it back into a warrior three. And now, actually, pause here. Topple tree. Draw the beak down as low to the mat as you can as you lift the left leg, trying to find your balance. So it's like a standing splits, but our arms are in this eagle position. We can't really use our hands for balance. If that's not your jam, feel free to release the arms and just find a standing splits holding here. 3, 2, reset the spine. 1, back into your warrior three spine. And exhale, release half moon. Right hand down, left arm up. We're also going to pause here. Option for sugar cane. So you can stay in your half moon. We've been prepping for this all class, especially with that half kneeling back bend variation. Option to bend into the left leg, catch the outer blade of the foot, and maybe you kick into the hand, finding a back bend here. 3, 2, and 1. Release the grip on the foot if you have it. Soften into the right knee. Reverse warrior 2. Big gentle step back. Inhale, reach up, reach back. Exhale, take it forward and down. Revolve, low lunge. Pause. Option to stay or find a side plank. Rolling onto the nice blade edge of your back foot. Zipping the right leg to meet the left, drawing hips towards the ceiling. If you want to drop the bottom knee or find a different expression with your top leg, feel free. 3, 2, wherever you're at, lift the top leg, step the top leg forward, low lunge, drop the left knee to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, take the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up through the heart. Big inhale, find your low lunge, pause. Exhale, this time lizard pose. So we're switching up the ending. Plant the hands inside of your right foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee off the mat. You can stay here with your hands inside of the foot, or you can come down to your forearms. You could also bring forearms down to blocks, or you could find lizard push-ups if you're somewhere in between, bending into the elbows. But work to keep right shoulder, right knee hanging out here. They're pretty close. Maybe tuck the chin, release the weight of the head. Draw the left heel towards the back of the mat. Push into the hands if you're on the forearms. Pigeon pose. You can either heel toe your right foot to the left, or you can pick it up and just reset your shin. If you prefer to come through down dog, feel free. And you can also find a supine or seated figure 4. When you're ready, using your exhale to slowly soften. If you want to find a more active variation of pigeon, that's also great. But keeping with the theme of twisting, also opportunity for a thread the needle twist. Right hand will reach top of the mat. Left arm will thread underneath. Palm faces up. You can keep reaching the right arm up. You could also take it behind the back, half wrap. Like I said, twists are so therapeutic for our spine, especially when we're doing all this manual labor, all this shoveling. A lot of repetitive movement on the back. Twist can help reset it, help bring it back to this equilibrium, this harmony and balance. Last 3 breaths in pigeon. Maybe feeling for slowing down your breath. And when you're ready, walk the hands in. Tuck the back toes. If you want to take it through a chaturanga, go for it. If you'd prefer to pike the hips up and shake out your pigeon, or meet in a tabletop, shake out your pigeon, feel free. You have a couple of breaths to either take it through a chaturanga or get some blood flow back into the hips. And then when you feel ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog for one more round, side 2. Gaze to the top of the mat, put a soft bend in the knees. Travel to the top of the mat however you want to get there. Inhale, chair pose, bend into the knees, lift the chest, take the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, palms face down, maybe the heels lift. Inhale, let the heels come down, take the arms up, draw right knee into the chest. Eagle wrap, right leg over, right arm under. Stay here or compress for 3, 2, and 1. Kick it back, eagle 3, right leg will go back, turn the right hip down. Now pause here, topple tree is where we're going. Get the beak closer to the mat. As you do, your right leg is just naturally gonna lift higher. to counterbalance the weight of your upper body. Squeeze into the right glute. Keep the weight in the left heel and find your focal point to look at. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reset the spine. Half moon. Left hand down, hand up. Option to stay here in your half moon or bend into the right leg. Find the foot or ankle first, outside grip, and then kick into it. We've been finding the outside grip all class, so that's why we're going for it here. But you could also go for an inside grip if that feels better. Release the grip on the leg. Reverse warrior two. Soften into the front knee. Big step back. Inhale, reach up, reach back. Exhale, revolve low lunge. Right hand down, left hand up. Option to stay here, find your side plank. Zipping the legs up together, taking the hips towards the ceiling. Feel free to find a different position with your top leg if that's your jam. Step back. You could drop the bottom knee. Last 3, 2, and 1. Top leg will lift. Step it forward. Inhale, low lunge. Shift the hips so they're squared off to the top of the mat, then melt them forward. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cactus the arms, elbows go back. Another big breath in, low lunge again. We pause, change here. Exhale, lizard pose. Hands will plant inside of the left foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee off the mat. Maybe you stay here or you drop down to the forearms. All downhill from here. Go for releasing, softening whatever you're not actively using in your lizard pose. So releasing tension in the back of the neck, the expression, the jaw. The right heel to the back of the mat. Knee to the left shoulder. Pigeon pose, plant the hands. You can either pick up the left foot and reset it or heel toe shimmy it to the right side of the mat. Feel for softening right hip flexor down, noticing if all the weight kind of shifts to your left side. Maybe you stay in a classic pigeon or you can go for that twist. Left hand reaches to the top of the mat. Right arm will reach underneath the left, palm faces up. We're twisting to the left. Final 3 breaths in pigeon. Walk the hands back in. Take the left leg back. Either take it through a chaturanga or shake it out. So knees can drop down. And find a tabletop. Wiggle hips a little bit side to side. You could also pike the hips up. Wiggle the hips a little bit side to side. Eventually, as you're ready, we're going to meet child's pose. Big toes come to touch. Knees together or apart. Off as we began. Noticing how different your body may feel in this posture than when we first arrived on the mat. Push into the tops of the feet. Come to lie on your back. Draw the knees into the chest. Giving yourself a little squeeze. You might need to adjust yourself on the mat a little bit if you're too far back or forward. Otherwise, if it feels good, you can rock a little bit side to side. Final 30 seconds or so, any final movements, wiggles, shimmies, postures, anything that may feel good before we close out our practice. There is no rush to get there. But as you feel ready, start to make your way into your final resting posture. Any posture that you can settle into, a little bit of stillness, reconnect with your breath.
And again, just notice what's happening around you, what's happening within you, all without judgment, all without trying to change it.